Find functional hilarity at the Biffa Emporium. So the movie opens with a dog sneaking food. Okay, we got a suburban family. Yeah, that dog getting food everywhere. He just running around. Getting in the potato chips. And now Carol Ann wakes up and toddles down the stairs. And she looks dead at the TV. Remember when the TV used to go off and there was no station? It was just static. I bet your kids today don't even know what static look like or sound like. And now she's screaming at something in the TV. Now everybody come downstairs. And they do see an odd flashing. And then she put her hands on the TV and we cut to a view of their little city. It's a cute suburban town somewhere in the hills of California, I guess. Real hilly. I prefer the beach myself. These strings are making me want to shimmy. Lord, this guy is getting beer all over the living room. The husband having friends over downstairs and the wife is upstairs tidying up the kids' rooms. And now she sees their little bird done died. Ha! She said, couldn't you have waited for a school day? So the mom gonna throw the bird down the toilet, but Carol Ann catch her. So now they gotta have a whole ass pet funeral. Ooh, and a storm is coming. The sister's at this funeral and she said, oh, brother. She gonna overfeed this damn goldfish they got her. Okay, so we got lightning and we got a scary ass tree in the backyard. You wasn't so scared when you was climbing it. Parents done put the kids to bed, now they hanging out in their room, getting high. And so they're worried about Carol Ann sleepwalking. So the kids is in their room getting scared during a storm like kids do, and now everything seems creepy. Robbie like, I gotta put a jacket over this clown. So he throw the jacket over without looking at the clown, but then he don't realize he didn't put Chewbacca's face on the damn clown because Chewbacca was on the jacket. Can't win for losing. So the kids come in a little scared of the storm and end up sleeping with their parents. He thought he put them back to bed, but nice try. All right, and everybody fell asleep watching TV and it's about to go off. Switching to the static signal. Carol Ann up crawling towards the TV again. Oh shit, a ghost hand came out. Ghosts are coming out of the TV. Well, some type of ghost energy. And now it's going into the wall. Child, the room is shaking and quaking. And Carol Ann says they're here. Cut to the next day where they start digging for the pool. So the next morning, the mama asked Carol Ann, little girl, when you said they're here, who did you mean? And she said the TV people. The TV people. I suppose she ain't talking about Mona Scott Young. Robbie's glass just mysteriously broke in the middle of breakfast. And now the fork is bent. And the spoon. Robbie was like, what the hell? The mama saw Carol Ann just sitting at the little portable TV in the kitchen, staring at the pattern. Ooh, remember portable TVs? Ain't that a throwback? And she was like, oh, honey, you're going to ruin your eyes. And I thought she was going to say you're sitting too close to the TV. She just turned it to a real channel, had her watching some war movie. 80s parenting, I'm telling you. Now the dog acting weird at that spot that the ghost energy went into in the boudoir. So the mama walked back in the kitchen and she's like, I just pushed these chairs in. And now they out. So the mama put all the chairs in and go to clean off the table. She turned around. And now the chairs are on top of the table, very oddly arranged. And the mama look at Carol Ann and she like, was that the TV people? Do you see them? Carol Ann like, no, I don't see them, but that was them. Carol Ann said, Mommy, do you see them? And mama like, no, girl, I ain't never seen nothing like this. Now, this is when a black family just would have moved. We would, fuck the mortgage, we would have moved and found a new way to sell the house. So now we see the daddy sells houses in these developments. And he was talking about this guy who had his jacuzzi and an aqueduct running to a wading pool. And that just sounded like heaven. My house is going to be 50% water. So he get home and the wife run out and grab him. I got to show you some shit. So the wife is trying to get her man ready to see this shit. And Carol Ann says, Mommy didn't cook any dinner. She like, look, we'll go to Pizza Hut. Something big going on. Also, I love Pizza Hut. And it was better back then in the 80s when we didn't have all these freaking chemicals in our food. Oh my goodness, chairs are sliding across the room. And the husband's like, okay, there's some type of slope. Something in the house is off. The floor ain't level. Ha! Now she gonna put Carol Ann in that same witch's ass circle and send her flying across the room. She like, I'm ready for the pizza. Now when Carol Ann slid across, that's like, now that ain't nobody slow. Ha! She said, okay, come on, now you try. And he's like, nah, I'm good on the witchcraft. Child, they go over to the neighbors talking about, do you have any ghosts in your house? And he look at them like they crazy. So everybody go to bed. They like, look, we gonna have to deal with this shit tomorrow. Well, yet again, there's another storm. And now the tree come through the window, grab the little brother and take him out. So the parents run down to try to get his ass from outside. Meanwhile, the closet door flies open, except it ain't just a closet. They got a whole new ass dimension in there. And it's pulling Carol Ann in. That heifer tried to hang on, but that suction was too strong, giving you Dyson tease. Dyson tease. Child, this tree gonna eat this little boy. They done got Carol Ann, but at least the pappy done saved the other boy. Lord, that tree really do want his ass. Oh, the tree gets sucked up into a cyclone. So now the family rush back in and they looking for Carol Ann, but that heifer gone. So they can't find Carol Ann. The father jump in the dirty, wet swimming pool looking for her. The brother just wandering around the house. And he hear that heifer. So now the mama hear her. She like, where are you? And so then the mama and the little brother both look at the TV and realize that's where she is. So the next day they find some psychics. And this low-key gives me Insidious tease. A woman and her 2 male employees. Now see, movies like this aren't even possible today because that shit would have been on Snapchat, Instagram, and the YouTube. Well, I don't know, we might not have copyright for the ghosts, so they might shut our page down if we put them on. And the daddy like, look, I just need you to help us find our little girl. Do whatever you gotta do. Come on in. So the ghost hunter's telling them about the little shit that they done, and the pappy opened the room and everything flying around, non-animated shit is now animated. They were like, oh, this is haunted. Child, they went downstairs, they made them some tea. That glass was just a shaking. So the heifer letting them know, look, y'all got a poltergeist, not a haunting. Poltergeists get to people, hauntings attack places. Now they realize, well, it's a race against time because poltergeist can end like that. Now they contacting Carol Ann through the TV. So they talking to Carol Ann and Carol Ann says she see a light. And the ghost hunting heifer like, tell her don't go to that. Don't go to that. It is a way out, but not the one you want. A ghost portal opens in the ceiling and old shit starts dropping down. Pocket watches and rings, jewelry. And you know what I realized? Insidious is a reimagined Poltergeist. It's a reimagined Poltergeist. Oh my God. That's why we loved it so much. So they talking to Carol Ann and Carol Ann's like, somebody's with me. They out to get me. I can't do nothing. And the parents can't help her and they scared. This is Insidious. This is Insidious. What did they do? The ghost distracted the parents with Robbie so they could snatch Carol Ann. Oh my goodness. It's so funny I'm doing these movies back to back. I guess you know what kind of plot line I like. So as Carol Ann's voice fades away, they literally feel her running through the house, her spirit. Now I will say, the mama, she acted her ass off in this. When she said she just moved through me, I believed it. Everybody in this movie was excellent. This was perfect storytelling. So now that they felt the good energy of Carol Ann, they feel the energy of the demon that is chasing her. And it knocked shit all over the room. They trying to get Carol Ann back on the line, but she ain't answering. So right as the lead ghostwriting heifer is going up to the boudoir to try to suss shit out, her friend come down and is like, look, something just bit me. And I got the teeth marks to prove it. Ooh, yeah, that looks bad. But they gonna stay the night downstairs. That sorry-ass sister's like, fuck this, I'm out. She ain't shit and ain't never been shit. Meanwhile, downstairs, the ghost hunters are talking with each other and they're saying, well, a TV that isn't getting a signal is free to get a signal from anywhere else. Shortwave radio, regular radio, outer space, or inner space. And I love that line, or inner space. And so the one black guy on the cast said, you know what, if the ceiling is the way out, there must be a way in. He's smart. He's smart. So now we got the ghost hunter and the wife passing the flask, honey. She said, I need a drink, so I know you do, honey. Take a swig, take a swig. Oh, and it's the little brother that comes up with the tie a rope around me so I can go in this bullshit and bring my sister home. I miss her little ass. And now the ghost hunter gives me one of my favorite little moments of the movie. I love this monologue. Some people believe that when people die, there's a beautiful light as bright as the sun, but it doesn't hurt to look at it. And all the answers to all the questions you've ever had are in that light. And then some people die and they don't know that they're gone. Maybe they didn't want to die. Maybe they weren't ready. Maybe they hadn't lived fully, or they had lived a long, long time and still wanted more life. They resist going into the light, no matter how hard the light wants them to go into it. They hang around, watching their friends grow up, feeling unhappy and unfulfilled, jealous and hurt. Those feelings are bad. And then some people just get lost on their way to the light, and they need someone to guide them. So one of the ghost hunters gets hungry and makes themselves a snack, but instead they get a maggot-filled steak and a face they gotta tear off. So the ghost hunter after that shit is like, what the hell? Oh, and now the machines is going off. The music in this movie is excellent. Everything is so perfectly scored. So the ghost hunter come out of the kitchen and he tell the other one, hey, look up. Some shit coming from that room. Ghost coming down the stairs, giving you the lightest shimmy. We're shimmying down. I may not be alive, but I'm gallant. I'm graceful. I am elegant. I give the lightest shimmy because I am bodiless. Now everybody terrified during this beautifully graceful moment. And you saw it go up through that hole in the ceiling, the one that the jury came down from. So they roll the tape back because, you know, they caught that footage and they see a whole bunch of ghosts on the tape and they like, oh, what the hell is this? Who these heifers in my house? So after that shit, the parents send Robbie to stay with the aunt. They like, look, we done already lost one baby. We ain't trying to lose another one. And the golden retriever gets the fuck out too. And the second that dog gets in the car, he shuts the door. He like, we heading off. I ain't staying here for this bullshit. That dog got some sense. Ha! So the next morning, they see all the liquor in that flask is gone. So the black guy gonna stay, but Marty like, honey, I done tore my face off. I got to go. So the daddy's boss popped by and he's concerned because he's missed a lot of work. He like, look, we don't want to lose our best salesman. We start in phase 4 right here at this cemetery. And so now the ghost hunting heifer brings in the incomparable Tangina. Another role I would love to play. So Tangina go upstairs and she like, why this door locked? And the father tried to be smart and answer her with her mind. And she like, I'm sorry. If you're going to speak to me, you will speak to me with your mouth in an audible tongue. Zelda Rubinstein let them know, heifer, I can hear you. I just don't like trick answers. So Tangina like, look, I can help you. Your daughter alive and in this house. But are you willing to do what I say, even if it goes against your beliefs as a human being and as a Christian? And the mama like, look, I'm going to get my daughter back come hell or high water. Let me know what I need to do. So they said, look, they took your daughter because she got a life force. So Carol Ann going to have to help these people cross over because they attached to her ass. And then Tangina say, one more thing. There's a big evil presence that was powerful enough to come here and take your daughter out of our dimension into theirs. So, yeah, we gotta deal with that. All right, so now let's go get Carol Ann. Okay, now 1 minute Tangina say she can only hear the mama voice, but in the next scene, she telling both the parents to tell her, girl, if you don't answer, we gonna spank that ass. Plot hole, plot hole, plot hole. Ha! Tangina say you better tell her ass to go to the light. They've been following her. Let them get sucked up in it. They gonna go, they gonna go. She gonna be all right. They telling the mama to tell that girl to run to the light, and she terrified about it. And Tangina say, look, you can't choose between life and death when we're dealing with what is in between. Now tell her to go to that damn light. And honey, that room is truly a gate. So now they doing the tennis ball tests, making sure it's the proper portal. And sure enough, it comes out a little jello-fied, but yeah. And the second ball did the same shit. Okay, so now they're gonna tie a rope around the mama. And she gonna go into the further after her daughter. If this ain't insidious. So they throw the rope into the light. They got the ghost hunter downstairs taking up the slack on the rope. And it's moving through. With all that damn jello. They loved that shit in the 80s, didn't they? Ha ha! Ha ha! So Tangina was gonna go into the light to do it. And Tangina was like, you ain't never done this before. And the mama said, heifer, neither have you. And she said, you know what? You right. I'm gonna let you go. Take a picture. See, today we'd end up stuck in the damn light because we'd be like, selfie from heaven. So they get her all tied up and she says, Steven, don't let go. So Tangina in her trance, telling the ghost to go into the light. Lord, now we got the husband pulling on the rope too early. And he pulled the ghost out. Oh, and then we get one of them long 80s screams. I mean, honey, it doesn't register. Give us 2 seconds. Let it linger in the background. We get it, girl. We get it. But that shit, corny. Nebraska tease. Aw, shit, and the husband let go of the belt, but fortunately, they pulling at it downstairs, and here come Diane and Carol Ann. They gotta get him in the tub, because, you know, they got all that shit on them. That 80s jello. We get it, jello jigglers. We get it. I ate them. I enjoyed it. I moved on. I don't get jello or pudding that much, and I do like pudding. So they both pop up in the bathtub, and everybody good. So they finally moving out the house. They gonna spend one more night there. The wife got a full-ass gray streak from the shit she been through. I can't believe they still in this fucking house. Child, if you don't know when you ain't wanted, you deserve what you get. So now we got the mama trying to get her little gray streaks together. So the kids is laying down while the mama in the tub, and we get ghostly activity yet again. Y'all was stupid to stay there. The little brother see the clown and disappeared, and he gonna look his stupid ass under the bed so it can grab him. See, Luke and the witches knew, Grandma, you call your mama. So the little boy get dragged under the bed. The mama flying around the fucking bedroom. Girl, you knew that house was haunted. You should have left. Clairol and all. Y'all should have asked that hotel for an early check-in. I know I do. Carol Ann, you gonna sit your dumb ass in that bedroom when you see that closet door opening? You know what's up, heifer. Run! Child, a ghost come out the door, knock that mama all the way down the stairs. But she gets up with resolve. Unfortunately, every door she tried to touch shock her ass. Carol Ann, you should have left when that bedroom door was open. You let this shit happen. Honey, if it was no more, the second you saw that door waver, you should have taken the fuck off. Okay, so now she running trying to get the neighbors to help. Heifer, you better get your babies. She fall in the damn pool, and now we see they moved the headstones, but they didn't move the bodies. It's body soup. So the neighbors come over and rescue this heifer out the pool. But they like, honey, we ain't going in that haunted ass house. You on your own. So she run back there, get to the boudoir, and we get a little chain gang, and she finally get the kids out the room. That mama pulled them kids. Now the husband come home, and he see that house lit up like he gonna have a $400 electric bill. Trust me, I know. Child, bodies popping up all outside the house, keeping him out. Bodies in the kitchen. Bodies in the foyer. And magically the boss is here so the husband can tell him, you moved the headstones, but you didn't move the bodies. Meanwhile, the family running out the back. Child, they can't even pull off without a body shooting onto the car. Bodies in the driveway. The ain't shit sister pull up and she starts screaming, what's happening? What's happening? You know, just being a useless ain't shit ass heifer. And the brother like, Dad, drive away, leave her ass, let the house take her. She ain't shit and ain't never gonna be shit. But they get that heifer in the car and they drive off. And now we got the owner of the development watching that whole house disappear. But the family then made it out of Cuesta Verde. They check into a hotel and they leave, a motel rather, and they leave the TV outside the room, and that's where the shit ends. So as my mugs say, tell a kin, tell a friend, tell that heifer you hate to head over to the Biffa Emporium for a cute collection of hoodies and mugs. Link below.